Welcome again. Welcome again to Open Mouth Podcast with Dr. Scorpio and my lovely co-host Professor Jazz. How you feeling, Jazz?
I'm doing pretty good today. Happy New Year.
Oh yeah. Happy New Year and shit.
Yeah, you
So
already forgot?
Happy New Year. I mean, niggas don't be really paying attention to shit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Niggas kind of be just floating and shit. Cause really the whole
Well,
time I'm not doing what I normally would be doing. I'll be in the house now. I'll be put up now. I'll be out kicking it, hanging out and shit. So
right, but this year kind of went fast. So, New Year's,
exactly.
New Year's has changed throughout the years. New Year's is not the same how it used to be.
That's 100% right. And I just kind of also don't really. I mean, I see people, you know what I'm saying, that I may politic with, you know, or normally deal with, but they all got their own demos going on as well. So it'd be like I either get into what they're doing, or find
Yeah,
some other shit to do, or and it'd be like. Plus, I'm trying to get the money anyway, so I'll be really
right.
focused on that. So
That's the
I
number
kind of
one
don't
thing.
get
Get
too,
that money first.
you know what I'm saying? I don't get too caught up in that kind of shit, but it is always fun to kind of, you know what I'm saying, a politic with your people, check in with your people, see how they moving and grooving, and you feel me?
Right.
Niggas getting, you know, all type shits happening already. You know what I'm saying? Niggas couldn't wait for the fucking ball to drop. You hear me? To act the fucking
Right.
fool. Shit, so, but be careful out there. I know you out there in the West Coast. I know it was crazy out there.
Well, and that's the thing when I was saying, New Year's is so different than how it was a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
Here in Vegas, I mean, it's celebrated pretty big, just like New York and Dubai and China,
Right,
different places do it big. And here in
right.
Vegas, we kind of do it pretty big. We had downtown, the
Hmm.
smallest strip, and then we have the original strip with
Hmm.
all the casinos. And every year they do a fireworks show, which lasts around 10 to 15 minutes, the show. And it goes from one side of the strip casino, and then it goes all the way down to every casino. So they're all lighting up. I mean, it looks good. It really does. It's a good show. But this year, you know, it,
Hmm.
there weren't as many people here like how they used to be.
I
Like
wonder
when you
why.
will go down to the strip, it will be really crowded, just like in New York. But this year, I mean, it wasn't as crowded. They didn't have so many people down here this year. And I wonder why, because maybe again, maybe people are still financially struggling or whatever. But it used to be huge here.
Mm. No, I don't know, man.
I
I
mean, it was
mean,
still good, but
it was.
you
I'm
know,
sure it was. Yeah, but yeah, I get you. I'm not sure. I mean, the economy's been different now too, so that's definitely
yeah.
something to account. The economy's kind of fake.
Well,
You
and
know.
that's
So,
another thing too. Talk about the economy here in Vegas. I mean, everything is going up because they're bringing everything down here. We had the Raiders down here,
right,
so
right,
they
right.
built a football stadium. They're building the baseball stadium because we're about to go get the Oakland A's baseball team here, and then talk about
Okay.
an NBA stadium because we're gonna get our own basketball team,
Oh,
and we got hockey and the
oh,
women's basketball. So there's so many things going on
uh,
down here. This is the place to be, I guess.
type shit. Yeah, type
We just
shit.
had the F1 race again not too long
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
and
Uh
so
huh.
and then we have new celebs that are doing residence here, like 50 Cent,
Hmm.
and this Usher just started his residency again. So of course, everything, the cost of living here is huge. It's going high.
I see. That sounds like a fucking, you know what I mean, Disney World for adults and shit. Uh,
Exactly.
Chuck E. Cheese for niggas and shit. That's basically, you know, I mean, whatever you want to do. I heard it's on the fucking script, and you get all that shit popping too. Yeah, man, I'm gonna make my way out that way soon. Trust me.
You need to.
Definitely. Man, I kind of wanted to. I just wanted to see. I wanted to get your opinion about this shit though that happened recently, bro. In the media
What
right now,
happened?
just this rap shit, man. This finesse two time situation, man. I'm not sure if you heard about it. With the young nigga,
Not
the little
much.
king nigga. The situation is silly. So I mean, so the situation with bro, it's like he took me in this young nigga. Long story short, and from especially to kind of give you the perspective, right? So take
Yeah.
this in the perspective, right? He takes this little kid in. He come back home from doing the bid and shit. This little nigga that he's been close with and helping trying to mentor. He reconnects with him when he get out. He help him. He bring him around. He what I'm saying, basically, what I'm saying, like shelter the little nigga, mentoring the little nigga. He trying to
Okay.
put him on game. Now
Yeah.
things kind of transpired to where I feel like now he's about to be 100% on probation. He trying to get all his ducks in a row. He don't want to do all the stuff he was doing, and he kind of did have a certain image that was I mean kinda. He still he a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
his image is still what it is, but it's like he wants to also do some maintenance in areas where he didn't want little bruh doing shit. He, around certain shit or hanging out, doing things, kind of trying to, turn around shit. Cause really I feel like if you got a little nigga in the streets and you trying to mentor him, you gotta meet him on his level to a degree.
True.
Especially like, what I'm saying, it'd be best to give a little nigga like a safe haven. You know what I'm saying? He wanna do little shit like throw dice and shoot dice and shit. Or he might wanna do some other shit or whatever. He might wanna smoke, he might want whatever, but you don't want him out there hustling. You don't want him out here trying to catch plays. You feel me? You'll just you take a little nigga under your wing and kind of show him what's up. You feel me? So like I could respect that because generally speaking, it's like if you found the little nigga on the block on the street hustling, you know what I'm saying? What else you
Yeah.
gonna do for the little nigga? That's what he in. You gotta kind
Yeah.
of slowly get a little nigga the medicine, mix the medicine with the the food and shit. Like slowly kind of try to. And I guess he was kind of on the verge of trying to do things, and he wasn't the little nigga wasn't feeling that shit. So according to
Hmm.
finesse, two times he left. You feel me? Once he tried to try to navigate the little nigga away from certain things or stop trying to do little certain things, he would know that, so he left his shit.
Uh-huh.
Now in the process of that disagreement, I don't know what was said, but it's like the little niggas on here saying all type of cash shit. Like this little nigga, bro, is he talking about his street business, like he whatever he done did, supposedly or allegedly, nigga talking
Right.
about chains and shit. Like apparently, which is alleged, he says that he basically supposedly melted down this chain that was I guess like asset, like it was when you sign in for these labels and shit like that, your jewelry, your shit is accounted for, things like that. They might actually have a budget set aside for you for that.
Right.
So
Right.
whatever they had in the budget, they cashed the jeweler out, broke out his jewelry, and whatever. Apparently this shit actually some shit that happened to where he sold the chain, right? Or he melted it down or whatever, but he lied and
Yeah.
said that it got stolen. So it's a hundred
Really?
thousand, right? So but and he tells the label like, yeah, this got stolen. So I need y'all to insure another piece or y'all going whatever, however that works, right? So they in the
Yeah.
process of that. I'm sure that takes a little bit of time or something because it's like an insurance thing. So I'm sure it takes a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna just So he might have been
Right.
in the
They just
process
not
of
gonna
that.
give him another one.
Right, immediately. So like whatever situation, how that stipulation is going with that, he in the process of then he go and melt down those pieces allegedly and make new chains with those pieces, and then of course he gonna get whatever from that situation. So that's why he was looking at it. The little nigga is basically, what I'm saying, airing the nigga business out like, yo, he doing this, doing that, doing that. And the fact that it was just crazy to me because it was like the little nigga is openly saying this shit. It's like the level of the shit that this little nigga's doing is like, it's like nigga biting the hand that feeds you. It's like this little nigga is it's that's not even the level this little nigga on. This nigga's like, there's nothing left of the arm, bro. Like he bit the fucking, it's just wrist. There is
Yeah,
no like
he's
he
trying to see if
is
he can get another one. That's all.
dog. It's like, bro, but it's just more on the level where it's just kind of like the little nigga is just complete. I don't know. I never seen
They
no
just don't know better, and he's gonna learn.
bro. But he gonna learn what the cost of like being not being in the position he could have been in. Like he literally is
Exactly.
telling, like, how you a little nigga, you just so openly just like saying that shit like that and just talking about niggas business. That shit blew my mind, bro. Cause the level of shit the nigga saying is the shit he's saying is ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. If anything, man. Let me see. Uh, um, if I could, find something that
Yeah. See?
kind of kind of can paint the picture without doing too much because I think he went on like a 12-minute 15-minute rant or some shit like that. So
See?
you don't want to
See, and that's the thing about,
yeah.
putting it
How you
out there. Somebody's gonna go ahead and record that shit. That's evidence now.
right. And for me personally, it's like the little nigga he just doing the most, man. He's not. I don't know, man. And of course it's like he linking up with some niggas who helping him or something, which is cool.
Yeah.
And he might be actually, you know, in somebody else's care that it might actually be helping him or
Yeah.
provide for or helping him, looking out for him. That's cool and shit. But like this is complete like snaky activity, bro. Like it's complete snaky.
Really.
Man, yeah. Let me see this. Listen to what he's saying. Tried to do something with Sugar Daughter. He asked me, "Have I ever tried something with Sugar Daughter?" I'm like, "Never. I ain't on that. I look at her like a sister." And mind you, he's just openly saying this stuff. Like now, Finesse 2 Times kind of spoke on it, but he
Yeah.
never aired out the little nigga's business. He never went crazy about it. He never did none of this like real personal shit. He kind of just
Oh
spoke
shit.
on him, and whatever he said kind of just touched him. So he got in his feelings, and he a little nigga. He only like 10, 11 or something. So,
Yeah,
but it's
he's
like,
like a little kid.
you know what I'm saying? So, but it's like you don't know better than not be talking like this. But it's crazy, though. But listen to what he's saying. Daughter, I look at you like a sister. I love over there, man. Happy Christmas Eve, man. I'm sorry I had to bring y'all. I'm sorry y'all for Christmas Eve. I just want to let y'all know, man. I got away from him, man. He was abusive. He wasn't giving me nothing. He said he gave me 5,000 every week. That's a lie. I never got nothing every week. I get 1,000. He give me $1,000 just to here and there. I never made my own money with him. Like when I was with this bro, nigga, you're 11. You don't need $5,000, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You sound like a goofy.
They do now.
You sound dumb as fuck. You don't need 11. You don't. What are you talking about, nigga? You're 8. But I digress on
I made
that.
100,000 with hustle. I've been with hustle for 3 days. I done made 100,000 already. I ain't gotta show that to y'all. I ain't gonna show. He thought he had made 100,000. Now mind you, like I said, we was talking. You feel me? On the what I'm saying on the woo and shit. And I was chopping it up with you, and I was telling you, I know the niggas he's referring to right now, and I know niggas got a bag, niggas get bread. They could be helping little bro, and they might actually genuinely be wanting to mentor little bro. That's cool and shit, but the shit this little nigga on, the way he talking, bro. Y'all nothing. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. Crazy. Y'all gonna see me pop out. But man, all the stuff that he's doing, I did that. Those pills are fake, and that is a BB gun. That is cap, man. And I hate that the image that he making and trying to make it seem like this. But everything he's saying is not real. I just had to bring this to y'all for CPS trying to do something or anything. He was smoking with me, giving me drugs. Listen. Man, he tote guns around him. They don't supposed to have guns around him. Sugar, she be having guns. Yeah, I got on one time I was in. If you look on this video, I can't go to jail. If you go back, they got a high speed chase, and I was in a car. They didn't think about saying, "Hey, bro, Lil King got the car, man. This a child, fool. Hey, fool, on some real excellent man stuff. Hey, King, fool. Hey, Lil King got the car, fool. Y'all gonna get on y'all high speed, bro. Lil King got the car."
when we run out of gas, they surround the whole car. Ooh, but everything was great. Long story short, everything was great. And I just want to address this to y'all. But I left away from around him. I want to make that clear. He never sent me back home. He be texting my phone talking about some whenever you want to come back and act like a child. Bro, why would you try to you kept me off the internet, bro? Then you try to switch my image up. You came and got me for who I am. And then
Bro, you're 7.
Wow.
Bro, do you hear this? How stupid this little nigga sound? Bro, you're
Because, and
7.
that's the thing though. I mean, not to interrupt you, but it's like, I mean, that's the way the industry is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the thing
Yeah,
is,
man.
you do more now on being a content creator than being an artist.
It's like, little nigga, you are literally 5 years old. Like, knock it off, man. Like, I get
Like
it.
before something happens to you.
Type shit. It's like, I get it. We all was little niggas. We all have ambition. We all want to be on. We all want to be up. But it's like, bro,
Right.
you 8. The little nigga said off the rip. That's why he said that. She said, bro, you can come back to the crib when you ready to be a motherfucking child, bro. Because right now you
Yeah,
being
you're still
playing.
a child.
Like, and I already respect it, but you know what I'm saying? You see what the nigga talk about. And I just that
Yeah.
shit blew my mind. I never ever experienced some shit like that where he was just openly saying shit like that. And mind you, bro was already dealing with a situation. So it's like you openly know that and you just talking like this and I'm like, dog, this is like next level. But it's like hard to really be faulting the little nigga because why? He's fucking 7. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
but
But
that shit
then
was
what's
just
gonna
yeah,
happen? They
just
can't
crazy.
find him, and what happens to a lot of the young adolescents? These kids now get killed
Bro,
at
or
a
they doing
young
the killing,
age.
or they doing the smoking, like type shit. So
Hmm.
yeah, I
Yeah,
just
that's
man,
crazy
bro,
though.
that shit blew my mind. I said, dude, crazy, and it's like you nigga try to actually do something and help somebody, and it's niggas who really don't have decent mentors for real, for real. It's like little nigga, if you living in his house, he taking care of you, he feeding you. Why do you need 4 5 bands every day? Every week. You don't. And the fact that he give you a rack at 8 is fucking crazy. Like you don't even grasp the concept. But
Right.
but it is what it is, man. I just,
Society is different nowadays. These kids,
yeah,
they don't want $5, $10. They want a rack.
bro. They don't want a little prepaid phone, nigga. They want a
No.
motherfucking Galaxy 30 and shit, and a motherfucking
The
iPhone
Android. You have the
20
latest
and shit.
Android
They
and
want the
the
hottest
latest
shit.
Apple, I mean.
Yeah, they want the hottest shit out, and it's like, bro, this
Yeah.
shit is crazy, man. But it is what it is, man. I was wondering, man, if you had heard about that. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. I just was
No, that's
looking at
crazy
the
though.
yeah. Look, I was checking that shit out. I couldn't believe that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Well, the thing is, I'm just trying to see, we just started the new year and I'm trying to see how this year is gonna go ahead and be because it has already
man.
started crazy.
Yeah, I've been waiting
I
for
mean,
niggas predictions and all that shit.
man, the
All
thing
that shit.
is literally it's only January 2nd. And so many situations has happened,
Right,
from
right.
okay, going back here in Vegas, everybody's talking about if you haven't heard the Cybertruck that blew up in front of Trump Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from what I've been hearing, because they're investigating because first of all, it's a Cybertruck. Why would it explode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then why would they go to Trump's hotel? Well, of course, right now he's about to be president. So, that could be a reason, whatever. But they found out, first of all, they found out that the
Mm-hmm.
guy that drove the Cybertruck, he's in the military and he was on vacation right now. He took time off and he came down to Vegas. He came down to Vegas. He rented the Cybertruck, because you could rent, vehicles here because it's everything is kind of far. You can't just walk. So he rented a truck through Turo, and he drove around the strip there, all the kids are around there, for about an hour, they said, okay? And after he drove for a while, he ended up at the Trump Hotel. And for what happened is that they not sure, allegedly, he got there and he shot himself. He killed himself.
In the
And when
car.
that happened, when he shot himself, it made the truck explode because then they found out that he had in the truck gasoline, fireworks. He had other stuff. I think he has a couple of weapons, but all that made the Cybertruck explode right in front of where the valet is. And so, that was caught and they found that and everything like that. They couldn't identify the guy at first because he burnt. He just burnt. He died after he
Yeah.
killed himself with the gun. The truck exploded. It injured a few people in the front of the casino there. But, at first they thought it was a terrorist attack because, again, all these things that were going on during New Year's, they thought this was a terrorist attack. Now, they also said it's like, well, he's in the military. But then he also was a huge Trump supporter. Okay. So why it still has them investigating because it is confusing. It's like if you're a supporter, why would you again rent a Cybertruck from Elon Musk and go ahead and do this in front of Trump Hotel, which, as we all know, those two are working together. As soon as Trump goes into office, Elon Musk is going to be there, and they're trying to basically change the world while he's a president. But allegedly, we don't know what's going on, but they said it might have to do with some terrorist attack.
Right.
And it's crazy because it's just shocking that, you're there working because I know someone that the parent works there, and good thing they weren't there that day, but she works at the front. She works right as soon as you come into the hotel. She's one of the employees that's there in the front. So as you, if you saw the video, it did make a huge explosion, and there was people that were injured.
Of course, yeah, a lot of shrapnel and like metal and shit, flying glass and shit. Yeah, bro, this shit's just so crazy, and it's like I don't even like. It's like things are so like it's just already looking like some crazy weird distraction shit going on. Like,
Yeah,
and
but
niggas already
distracted to
trying to
what
make a
though?
stand. Exactly, you feel me? So it's like that's where I'm at mentally with these events that have taken place because like all of them are clearly some type of way have something to do with each other. They connect to some type of degree. All these niggas have this military background. They have the perfect portfolio. Like the one nigga who was driving through the fucking city and shit, he got the perfect fucking story and all this shit. And it's
And
like
he was in the military too, like you
it's yeah,
said.
it's not really. It's just it just screams like something's happening, and then
But
it's like
but
they're yeah, I don't know.
but no, but that's what they were trying to say, that the event that happened here in Vegas, the Cybertruck, they thought it was a terrorist attack because
Hmm.
it happened after what was going on over there in New
Right,
Orleans.
right.
The guy in the truck, and he was also in the military. He was actually a U.S. citizen. He was born here in the U.S.
In Texas or something.
in
Yeah,
Texas,
yeah.
yes, and he
So
went to the
yeah,
military too. But that story is more crazy.
bro, I just don't even. It it's just like because niggas do. We talk about boxers and athletes getting CTE and having these different disorders and shit coming back home. These niggas go through a lot of fuck shit, so they coming back home with different elements where they mental is not there. You know what I mean?
They're
So
not.
I get that, but this seems a little too much like a message. And it's interesting to me because you see how what happened with Buddy for the healthcare situation. So they off the
Man.
CEO nigga. You know what I'm saying? Broad daylight, they off him. Now these niggas going and doing what they doing. It's like almost like it's like niggas got the courage from that or something, or niggas felt like okay, this is time now. It's a new year. Like we gonna make give this message. You
And that's
know,
what it is. Like you just said, they're trying to put out a
mm,
message out there.
type
And
shit.
if you realize when it's a terrorist attack, any type of terrorist attack, they go attack multiple people, you know. It's usually done like in huge crowds, you know, and
Right,
you
right,
know, and that's what they do. They go and point out into huge crowds, and they
and
try to go ahead and kill as many people as they can while they kill themselves.
and the one thing about me, and I'm not gonna, you know, be insensitive, but I say that, but I'm always acknowledging things from the past and things that have occurred, things that are, you know, the familiarities of, life per se, because things happen in cycles and shit like that. So it's like crises actors and fake events and shit is real. So I never really like to jump the gun on some of this shit because a lot of times when all the pieces on the board, the whole thing be like, oh, okay, so this is what this was. It'd be like, oh, okay, so this is how this happened. And we don't really know the whole thing. It's just sounding
Right.
real crazy. So we kind of have to literally let this month progress to see what else could occur or what else comes out. Cause it's like niggas talking about some fucking ISIS. And it's like that's code name for us.
Well, and
American funded or built or it has something to do with some shit they was doing. Period. And I hate to say it
that's what
like
they're
that,
trying to
but
do.
it's what
They're
it is.
trying to connect both events. Like there has to be something in common because I mean they already have stuff in common. Like they
Right,
both were in the military, you know. Um,
right.
Even one of them, the guy in New Orleans, I think one of them went to the Afghan war. So, you know,
Yeah,
knowing
yeah.
going to the war, it already mentally fucks them up,
Mentally, and you see
you
how
know.
they,
So they come back here and they're
yeah,
so used to always having guns.
yeah, and niggas knowing how to arm and disarm
They
explosives
know
and
how to do
shit
all
like that,
that.
make explosives and all this. Look,
Right.
that's it's something to this to a level to where it's big. It's like a thing majorly because
Yeah.
niggas have they're saying that niggas lives have been claimed from this, so it's serious. Um, but it's something going on. It's something happening, and
Well,
usually I don't know. Usually when something like this is being it's some this has been going to be used by the media. You know what I mean?
a
In ways,
distraction.
yes, that is massive. So we'll have to be real aware of how things are occurring and what information niggas is dealing with. That's why I just kind of like to let all the chips come out and fall on the table because then niggas can say, okay, cool, I can bet on this now because I see what the fuck this shit is. Like,
And it could be
what? It's
that,
like
you know,
some,
this is just the beginning of
right,
going into war.
right. Well, I definitely
And that's
think it's the beginning of something.
because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you see, let's talk about the situation in New Orleans. If you know, there's still people that don't even know because a lot of
Hmm.
people don't watch the news because it's always negative. But the guy
Right.
in New Orleans, he was in the military, um, from Texas, and you know,
Hmm.
he had it good for a minute there, but that you know, he was married, he had kids, and what happened was you know, everything was going bad. You know, he got a divorce. His wife wanted a divorce. So when they got the divorce, he was upset about it. You know, he was upset about it. He was planning on trying to gather his family, which was his wife and kids. He had hate towards them because he was trying to plan to get them together to celebrate something, and he was actually going to kill them.
Right.
But then I guess what happened was that he didn't go through with that. and he found something better. That's when he started allegedly, involved with the ISIS. And from there,
Oh,
he he
he got involved with them, is what
he
they.
got involved. Okay, allegedly that's what they said. Okay, because again, when they found him, they found an ISIS flag. So when he got involved
Oh
in that,
boy.
what happened was, okay, before him running his truck all over New Orleans, he planted two bombs. Okay, that's what
Hmm.
they said. It allegedly he planted two bombs. They didn't go off. They were duds, and he got even more upset. So what he did, he took his truck and just went down there again. A crowd of people, because how many people got injured? How many people died? Um,
Well,
so it was a
go
crowd of
ahead.
people,
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
police, or at least the police, tried to respond as quickly as possible because they did, they were chasing him and everything like that, and they ended up killing him. They ended up killing him.
Hmm.
They shoot him, they killed him, and then
Yeah,
that's
right,
when they
right.
said that they found the ISIS flag.
Man,
So,
it's just, oh my gosh, it's just so
and right
convenient.
there, that, again, it was a
It's so
terrorist attack,
convenient.
and then this happened here in Vegas.
Okay, but listen, man. I- okay.
I think what happened, what he stated, is that I guess his mind frame changed about how he viewed the ISIS, and what they've been saying, there's been more and more people
Uh-huh.
joining the ISIS. And
Listen. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. It's like, bro, how can we not see that this is them people doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is so silly. These niggas is trained by them. That whole thing was busted wide open years ago. They already said that was them. This was them. And it's silly because niggas kind of have to have creative ways to tell you what they're doing and how they're doing it
how they're gonna
from
do it, and it has to
yeah.
involve their lives,
The niggas
because
kind of
hey,
yeah, it's a
gotta
whole
kill themselves to kill others.
it's so it's bro, it just screams, it screams some bullshit. So it's like nigga just was carrying that on him. Come on, bro. Like he was really in the where'd he even meet these niggas, bro? For real, bro. He went over there and got blessed and got jumped in. Like, come on, bro.
Could be,
Like,
you never
come on,
know, or
man.
it could be
I
again
guess,
because
bro.
he was upset with the whole divorce and his family falling apart.
Right. Yeah,
That
so
you
he was
never
like,
know. At that time, you're weak minded and you want to believe something, or they took him in, like they accepted him. Again,
I
like you said,
guess.
they trained them and all this stuff. So
I guess.
we never
Man,
know because he's dead.
I guess. I just feel like niggas aren't keeping it. It's just that's why I want to wait till a lot of this a lot of this stuff comes together, man. Because a lot of times when you think about something, other niggas are thinking it, and some people have access to certain tools and things, and they take it a step further, and then they say, okay, I want to find this out, and then I want to know about this. Now, okay, well, what about this? And then all of this comes together based off of niggas being on a certain frequency where they thoughts are there, and they be like, this ain't making sense. So where's the rest of the information? You know what I'm saying? um I'm just waiting for all of this to fall through, bro. Like, cause and also keeping, niggas that keep their head on a swivel, because generally speaking, if niggas are in here on some decoy shit and they, waiting for, what I'm saying, the sign to get active and shit, we got to be ready to be active. You know what I'm
Well, and the
saying?
thing is, though, and it
Go
doesn't
ahead.
have to involve the whole terrorist attack. It's just people's mind frames are different. We don't know what's going on in their
We
minds.
don't
I
know what's
mean,
going on with niggas. Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
since the pandemic, people have changed a lot.
Generally
You
speaking.
know,
Yeah.
people don't get it that people were in house, inside their house without going out for a while. And so
Mhm.
mentally, yeah, that's not normal. So a lot of people been acted out more, and it's people are not caring no more. They don't care if they do it in front of a whole bunch of people or during the day. They don't even care if there's cops around. They're gonna fucking do it because they want to do it.
Now I'm not gonna relate this to that jab, you know what I'm saying? But that shit also fuck niggas up as well. So yeah, that's a contribution to what's going on. Niggas that already died from that shit, taking that shit, um, had adverse things and shit, like children too. It was a lot of shit that got fucked up with niggas taking these shots and shit. But that was the thing too. Yeah, I mean, I want this shit to really, really kind of somewhat fall together more, and then I can give a real true assessment. Because again, this is very fresh still. Niggas is still planning fucking arrangements for
Well,
niggas to be buried and shit like that. I'm sure.
well, then that's the thing. They're trying to investigate
According
all
to
the
the
information as
report.
quickly as possible because, again, when they found out that there was bombs out there, you're gonna have to find them. It's like they had to act upon it really quickly because now they don't know is something else coming next. Because then right
Exactly.
after that,
Exactly. Exactly.
there was that whole shooting at the club in New York, Queens, New York. Where
Yeah, bro. Like what? I seen that.
again
I
in
seen
a
a video on
crowded
that.
place, multiple people got injured, shot, and for what reason? I mean, a
I gotta
crazy
look
reason,
into
right?
now the facts on that. I will be picking up more on that, but again, I like to let things kind of because once all this happened at once for me, I already knew something was at play, so I didn't want to give too much of my energy up. I just kind of
Right,
wanted
but
to just
so far, what do you think about it, though?
oh, that's what I think of. Like just to reiterate. I mean, to like do it all in all, like even just to cap off, that New York situation. I I think I was on Twitter or something, and that shit just popped up, and I just looked. I was like, or somebody sent it to me, and I'm looking. I'm like, damn, okay. And then the one buddy, he had smashed his head and everything. I was like, yep. I was like, stand on his ass, because why the fuck are you over here shooting at people? I just don't understand that shit. If you hate the world so much, or these people did these things, you go do that shit to them people, bro. Fuck. Why are you going to shoot
Right.
random people? The fuck? You got a problem with a nigga? Go deal with that shit with that nigga, bro.
And that's the thing that
Fuck
don't
is you
make sense.
talking
Why
about?
would you shoot
Don't
at
make
strangers?
sense. Random people. Fuck you. Like
But
so.
then again,
Yeah,
you have to
he got his
realize,
ass touched. He got his ass hemmed up. Nigga hit him. He hit him with the butt of the gun. He down there, back his nigga head. Like nigga deserve that shit. But I mean, I just personally feel like once I seen even that shit, I seen a lot of that shit. I was like, wow, okay, let me dial back and just kind of see what's going on, because if if it looked like something and it smelled like something, then it's probably what I'm assuming that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm alluding that shit to be. So everybody's okay. So everybody has a pass in the military. Okay. Everybody dealing with explosives. Hmm. Okay. Everybody is also suicidal and willing to kill themselves or die. Okay. And now you putting this on this group that niggas haven't even been thinking about, care about anything. Okay, so why wouldn't this group disband itself and turn itself into something else at this point and be something totally different? You know what I'm saying? Literally, or
but
be
usually
moving
it's
totally
not.
different. It's
Usually
exactly,
it's not, though.
but it's a way it's done. You know what I'm saying? This is something more than just a street gang. This is more than just even to say just like a cartel, bro. This is a major thing that's like international on a level where they are global, to apparently. So if this is that level, right? Why are they even in the ramification to be caught or identified? The real niggas that's doing things that are in these classes of elites and things, they don't move, like they don't leave flags on the ground. Like that's like gang
Well,
shit. Like
but if
that's
you
like
if
some
you
weird shit.
well, no, well, again, it's a different, I guess you could say, culture
Like
or just
these
their
niggas from
beliefs.
America.
Their beliefs are different. And that society is different. And so they make them believe that you're doing something great if you go
Right.
out there, hurt all these people, the more
Oh,
the better, but you
I
have to give up
definitely.
your own life. And
I
that's again, because
that's
talk about that, there was
mm,
something going on when there was another clip that just surfaced about the
mm,
9/11 events, the Twin Towers. Okay.
mm,
Now, how long ago that happened? That happened what year in 2001?
14. It was 2000 and three, I think. Or no, sorry, one. Sorry, not 3,000. Yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So
that was a long
it's been
time
a
ago.
long time. Now they're trying to surface this new video. But again, when that situation happened, they were talking about, yes, they do get trained. And a lot of them get trained young too, and make them grow up to know that this is you're being trained because one day you're gonna give your body up to kill all these people, to
Or
do this damage. Because
to do
it could
whatever.
be
Yeah.
their higher beliefs or what they believe that this is the right way to do it. This is what will make you go to God or something.
I just think this is funded by the people, man. So everything like that, all this, bro. Look, man, like this is the people. Like whenever we get, that's really where I'm at with it. So that's why another reason why I want to let it all come out because um, it's usually some foolishness, and when you see the foolishness, you're gonna be able to be like, oh, okay, okay, prime example. I guess you have a point. That's why a lot of this shit will work for niggas who are easily manipulated in a lot of ways, because there are certain groups who do things and when they want to leave a message, they do leave certain things. The
That's
KKK, for
for anything,
instance.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Yes, but like it depends because I'm like if you it just doesn't make sense for a group that has been under the radar for so long to just now want to do something unless something major is coming because or something that there is that but again and you talk about a group who was
Well,
funded by the people and it was trained by the people and they niggas already exposed that. You know what
and
I'm
that's the
saying?
thing though. They're not something that people are not aware. Everybody's aware of this, and they've been
Right,
aware about this.
right, right, right,
Um,
right.
and for people to be aware of it, you're given that decision to like that, to believe in that, to go into that path. But again, the thing is though, no matter what, no matter how much we know,
Hmm.
they know how to. Okay, they do whatever attack. If it's something planned, they plan it. Okay, it's a whole plan that takes a long time. It could take years sometimes. Okay, look at again with the 9/11. Before that, 10 years before that, they were trying to destroy it again. They were trying to go ahead and ruin it before the
Hmm.
whole 9/11 happened. So
Hmm.
they've been planning. Like if they try to plan something, they've been planning it for years. If let's say allegedly this was like a terrorist attack from the ISIS, whatever, they've been planning this. He must have
Hmm.
planned this ever since he started believing in them, following them. So they started telling him, okay, this is what you're gonna do. This is your destiny. This is what you're gonna do. This is how you're gonna end your life. This is how you're gonna die. And they make it feel like they'll be better off when they do this.
Of course.
So
That's
again,
why
we
I
don't
don't.
know everything, but
Right.
so far, no matter what,
This is fucked up.
whatever situation happens, it's an attack because again,
Yeah.
whether they were in the military or not, if they're in the ISIS or not, you're still killing all these people.
Hmm. And this is where I'm at mentally, really with this, because it's fucked up. But generally speaking, though, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to be insensitive to anything, um, because there are people who are affected or get hurt by things that are happening right now. But a lot of times we in a land of controlled opposition, in the history of, you know what I'm saying, you know, we just got to go back and look at what has happened and how they did things and how things occur. And typically, we are in a place where these people decide to create a problem, then create a savior to fix the problem that they've messed up. This is typically their formula. So
And right there,
I
you
like to,
saying that though,
you know what I'm saying?
when the way everything that's been going on, it makes you wonder what made them do that. Like they don't
Hmm.
realize really at that time your consequences. Like you said, it's like what made you go attack a stranger if you're mad at somebody else? You never know. That person could be already pissed off at somebody else. They decided to leave or doing something else.
Right.
And the next person, they probably would have been nice too. And the person just snaps. They black
Hmm.
out or whatever. And that's when they do shit
That's
like this.
why I don't want to be insensitive by like saying, "Oh yeah, nothing that could happen." Because I mean, we had the situation we was chopping it up about uh on the Whoop the Bam, and I guess the nigga was, what was it? It was like the nigga was having an affair on his wife, and so his wife created this fake cartel page or something and contacted him and fake recruited him and told him to kill Shorty and him, and he went and did the shit for real. So like that stuff is real.
It
Like
is.
stuff does happen.
People
Stuff
are
does
more
happen where niggas are manipulated. So I'm not gonna act like that can't happen. It's just right now for me with this
people are
situation.
more emotional. They cannot handle the emotions and how to react when you're emotional. Because
Mhm.
when people are getting emotional, again, that you hear so many stories of the girlfriend, the wife killing the husband or boyfriend, vice
Right.
versa,
Mhm.
because of whatever situation. Like there was one, okay, she killed her boyfriend because he was on social media liking pictures, something like that. Stupid shit. And they
That
don't
shit is.
realize, of course, at that moment, they're upset, they're pissed off. And you never know, they could have had some kind of confrontation, once when they confronted each other, whatever. You don't know how that argument went, and
Mm.
one of them snapped. Or they could have walked away, but they're still pissed off, and then they take it out on the world and they kill strangers, you know?
Or the people around them or loved ones and shit. It's like if you, it's like niggas is mentally, niggas be mentally going through shit. But it's more like that's some shit you would do if you was in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that niggas would get hurt for, like some small shit like that. That's the,
Yeah.
so if mentally that's where you live and that's how you you operate for real. Like that goes to show the state of where niggas is at. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas is making these like decisions like that that can just drastically affect them. Um, my high school principal used to always say, "Split life decisions make long lasting effects on your life and shit." That's one of the things he told
Exactly.
that every day and shit. And
You don't
every
think
day,
about it that moment though, because of your emotions. Again,
yeah.
people tend, and that's the way we are. People tend to react on their emotions, their first emotions. As soon as they get emotional, they react, and they react quickly without thinking, and then shit happens. And
Right.
then like you said, after that, you regret it because then you realize your consequence after that for doing something while you were emotional.
That's why the niggas be, they be so ready. That's why the nigga wanna, he, this nigga drove around the that's why he didn't just go straight to Trump Tower. Cause generally
Right.
speaking,
You drove around.
if he's a Trump Tower, I mean, if he's a Trump supporter, he probably was thinking like, you know what, why don't I go out in front of Trump Tower, man? You know what I'm saying? This for Trump, man. I'm gonna do this and do this. Literally, mentally, that's
Well,
might be where niggas is at. But it's like this nigga drove around for 15 minutes. He knew where he was finna go. That nigga was in
he
there
drove for an
tweaking
hour. An
or
hour he
whatever the
drove.
fuck. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga knew where he was finna go. He was tweaking. Like he niggas in the car like, I'm finna do this shit. he thinking to himself the whole way, like, I'm
because
finna do this.
because the
Da da.
message he sends out again
Niggas is out
in
there.
front of
Like,
Trump Hotel in a
yeah.
Cybertruck.
In a Cybertruck. Like, come on. It's completely niggas is trying to give messages, man. They're trying to
Yeah.
say things like we are right now, for whatever reason, we are in a radical era right now. So a lot of niggas will be doing some radical shit in 2025. The year of 2025 is going to be the year of change. It's a
Well,
lot of changes that's going to be happening, bro. A
and
lot of
they
niggas going to be
already
doing
started like
chaotic things.
days, even days before 2025. Like this whole like
Right.
past year has been getting crazier towards the end. It's like it makes you wonder what really was going on through people's head because
Right.
I just want to talk about, about that homeless lady that got burnt alive at New York subway.
Man.
Okay. Now that's a crazy story because it's like all of a sudden I see this video popping up all over social medias about
Right.
just a woman burning in a
Right.
subway. There's people they're there walking past by, recording everything. But the whole thing was the story was crazy. Allegedly, the guy, okay, he's from Guatemala. He came down here. He was already deported previously and got into the US again. Okay. He
Mm-hmm.
got here. I don't know how long he was here, but anyways, that day, what went through his mind to say, hey, oh, there's a lady there falling asleep. She fell asleep in a subway train. Oh, let me go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and light her up. So he goes to her, lights her up. But then in the video shows, he's there trying to fan it. So then the fire could go ahead and grow more, right? So as the fire could get bigger, and
Ah.
she just standing there. People are passing by. People are recording this, or it wouldn't be in social media because right
Right.
after he was fanning her, making sure that she was burning.
I,
He sat
wow.
down on the bench and watched her burn alive. What kind of bullshit is that?
What is these niggas? What type of drugs is niggas on?
Some
Like,
kind of new drug, probably.
bro, niggas is on. Like, cause this is the thing. It's funny. This is funny. Because it's like, it's funny. Cause I can't remember exactly when that happened, but it's like right around the same time I was seeing this video. It was like this reel that was getting popular where this nigga was on the subway and he lit his shirt on fire and was talking to himself like he was fucked up. And now you relaying the story for real and giving backstory to the shit because I seen it, but I didn't know any of this. I'm like, oh, so even like what is up with niggas doing? Like, so niggas in the subways just doing that, you
But
know?
that's the
So I'm
thing,
like,
though. Hold on,
oh,
though. But
okay,
okay, but you
crazy,
see how this world is becoming. Instead of trying to help the woman, you
right?
know, they decide to record it and it's all over social media. It's like, and you're looking at this, and the first thing I say is like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
And so it's like, okay, there's a woman burning, but then there's people around like calmly just walking past by, and then all you see is the guy sitting there on the bench watching her, just
That's
watching, like
crazy.
he's amazed by it.
And this is my thing, and I hate to say, you know, like niggas don't need to be here, but it's like if the nigga was already doing something where y'all thought he shouldn't be here, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
He
Why
got
is he
deported.
not being monitored or something? Why is he not niggas
Yeah.
not,
They can't.
something?
That's the thing, though. You can't. Okay, if you hear other stories, how you could go ahead and cross the border here illegally. Uh,
Right,
you
right.
gotta have the
Yeah,
money, and as long as you have the money, they're able to go
you
ahead
got the
and show you the
cash.
way to get back in here, and it happens
Right,
on a daily basis. Okay,
right,
um,
right, right,
but
right.
and that's the thing. He really thought, hey, I mean, the worst thing that can happen is deport him again, but he made it through again. And the thing is, like I said, I don't know how long he was here before that happened, but
Oh man.
yeah, he should be monitored, or he should be in jail over there.
Oh
something
man.
that make sure that he doesn't come back
Trust.
because you did the crime here. You're not gonna get punished over there.
When you do stuff like that, trust me, man. You know what I'm saying? The book is already got your. It's already in ink for
But
you, bro. Like,
what would go through his mind to say,
hey,
okay, let me just burn her, but you really
man.
like seeing that. You like seeing that she was burning alive.
This is the thing, right? For one, I will say this, right? Niggas get high everywhere. Um, on not just weed.
Right.
So you
Let
we don't
me go
really
ahead.
know. Yeah, like shit, niggas in Jamaica and certain other places, they are bleaching their skin, bro. Like they're doing all type of stuff that niggas would
Right.
like on a culture basis from a mass conglomerate. Niggas would never do like some of this shit that these niggas we doing. Like so, of course it's like a culture shock. Nigga coming here doing certain stuff or whatever. So we don't really know what type of drugs niggas doing. Niggas could, you know what I mean, be
Or he could
who
just be
knows,
mentally fucked up.
mentally fucked up. Like in that nigga's on shit too. It's what it is, bro. Nigga, that is
But then
something
you
where
also have to
niggas
blame the
not.
people that were around there too. It's like they weren't doing shit. I mean, okay, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna jump in there, but you could try to go
That's
ahead
New
and
York. That's New York. New
okay.
York is
But then
crazy, bro.
look what happened a few days after that.
They get when they say niggas get gully and the shit get crazy. They yeah, that shit get
Well,
bro. The bitch said, "This bitch I was watching." Bitch said she was walking down the street, minding her business on the phone. Nigga threw an egg at her, so she turned around and she like, "The fuck, like who threw an egg at me and shit, whatever." And she said the bitch came out the cut with a machete, like, "Who you talking about? The fuck you talking about?" Blah, blah, blah. She was like, oh, "Okay, I'm cool." She said she walked off and shit. Like, like
but see,
what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?
but
Like,
see,
New York is a
stuff like
different type
that,
of different type of
because
place, man.
you see a lot of content creators doing prank videos like that. They do situations. So
Niggas losing their life for that. So,
yes, there was that one kid that died because he was doing a prank on this guy at the mall,
yep, I was just thinking that
and
in
the
my head.
guy
Yep.
ended up pulling out a gun from one of his bags and shot the guy. Yes,
And nigga aired out in the mall, and I'm like, bro,
because yep, it's like he don't play no jokes. He said that nope.
mentally, niggas
Mentally, he
mentally niggas in like on a mass. It's a masses of a certain group of people in a collective of us. It's a certain percentage of people who are in this place mentally, bro, who are thinking shit like who are not like bro. Because if a nigga was just doing that shit to you at the mall, if you can't stand your ground and stand in your square and squabble with the nigga, bro, you feel me, and just run one with him and move on, like I don't know how mentally you can be just like, oh, like how, like it was never that serious to begin with. The nigga was already playing with you. And of
well,
course, you might be leave me alone. I might be not mentally in space, da, 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 whatever. I get that, but it's like on a level, bro. You really had to. You crashed. That's like an extreme level crash out. Because if he killed somebody else in the process, or shot somebody else, or nigga got grazed, the bullet bounced off something, like you never really know. Shit just be happening. So I was thinking about that shit for a minute when I seen that, and I was like, dude, this nigga was going through something. Like how can you just completely say, you know what, I'm in the mall too? Like fuck, I'm gonna just like I was like, damn, bro, niggas did I because I seen a lot of situations like that. Niggas, just it just be sad, bro. Cause mentally, I don't know
yeah,
what
because
niggas be on. They be
and,
going
and
through
they do
shit.
whatever, and these people do whatever for content, right? Just to get the views, to get paid, and all that stuff. But at
Exactly.
what cost you're doing this to risk your life? Because again, you don't know you're doing this to strangers. Again, you don't know what's going through their mind that day. You don't know what they just went through before they
Yeah.
cross your
Yeah.
path.
Niggas will
So
black out. Yeah, niggas get
yeah,
black out
and there's
real
people
easy.
that would think, okay, some people would think it's funny, haha, okay, you play a prank on me. Some people will be upset. pissed off. Like they don't want to be on no kind of fucking video. And then there's some that will snap, like you said,
They don't
not
want to be
thinking,
played
get
with.
pissed
Yeah.
off. Right. They don't play like that.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, man. You got me thinking about this other thing I was actually wondering if you was hearing about. We was talking about the East
Well,
Coast and shit. Just the Fat Joe shit, man. Like the shit that was happening with him and basically the origins of hip hop. I don't know if you've been seeing these niggas arguing about that shit. They've been arguing about the origins of hip hop, bro, for like 3 months, bro, or like four
really?
months. Lord Jamar, Fat Joe, KRS-One, a few other guys. It's been a lot of other guys. The like main figures, pioneers for the real foundational, you know, people. And I'm thinking of a level like I get the struggle, but it's been interesting to me because like niggas are trying to make it more racial now, and now I'm noticing like everything has always been about inclusion with niggas because niggas have always been so inclusive, man. Like you just let a nigga in your shit, bro. Nigga just let a nigga in anything. Like we just we fuck with niggas, want to break bread with niggas. We just letting them in. We ain't doing no. We'll chop it up with them for a couple minutes, and it's okay, bro. You cool? All right, flame up. Okay, cool. All right, bro. This you do this, bro. Like that's how niggas basically sold over the rap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like it's over with. It was over a pack of squares and shit or some shit, and champagne or some shit. Niggas was just sitting down smoking cigars or some. That was all it took. Like, and of course niggas got
Damn.
paid. Niggas got paid, but the rap shit is they been sold it off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me personally, niggas fighting for the origin. It's like okay, so why don't we fight for what's going on right now? Like because now, it's all type of crazy shit happening with the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gay niggas, it's this, it's that, it's niggas it's consistent, like nothing positive. It's all about killing niggas every day. It's all about this and that. Nobody's standing and stepping up for it now. They just well let the young niggas do whatever. It's like, okay, well y'all fighting for that shit. That shit cool. But what's going on right now? Let's try to elevate what's going on right now. What could we do right now? Because, like, generally speaking, if we always, too, just to comment on the aspect, just to be like, if we always be like, yeah, these niggas always was a part of this, and these niggas was a part of this, it'll always be us giving something away. And you talking about on a mass conglomerate of niggas who was doing stuff, these were niggas from New York, bro. Or these was niggas from America just generally, bro. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't a mass niggas of yardie niggas doing, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
reggaeton joints, and that was all hip hop was reggaeton mixed joints with boom bap or something. That's not all hip hop, bro. That wasn't all what niggas was doing. This shit was always born. This shit was about what was happening here. This shit was inspired about what was happening here. And the niggas who brought these influences and things like that only just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, created something new with inspiration and shit. This wasn't some shit where niggas from, you know what I'm saying, from Haiti just was like, yeah, bro, we breaking, it's just the rap shit. Like that wasn't what this shit was. So we got to be real. Like this wasn't just Puerto Rican niggas. Just if we do rap niggas, like bro, that's not. That wasn't what it was. Niggas just came into the fold and uplifted this nigga shit because this is truly nigga shit, bro. So we can't be
That's
acting like
crazy.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Fat Joe trying to kind of do the thing. It's like, and my thing is, I view Fat Joe as a nigga. Fat Joe is a nigga to me. So I never ever viewed him as not being a nigga, bro. Like I view Pun as a nigga, bro. Like them niggas, bro. And
Yeah.
like for me personally, like they are respected. They well respected. So I don't really be having no problem with niggas, but it be like niggas perspective, I guess, that kind of makes where niggas get into these ego battles about who was the first nigga to do this and who was the first niggas
Right.
for
And it's
this and
always
that.
like
And
that. That's always been like that in the industry.
you
Who's the
know,
one that started it first?
who started this and who was and it is. Who was the first I don't know what that is about that shit. Like it's
I don't
always
know either.
who was the first nigga for that and who was that and
They all try to claim, yeah, that they all done it, but I mean, does it matter? I mean, they're all making bread, right? As long as they're all making bread, does it matter?
and it's like,
But
what
to
can we
them, it
do
does.
today? Right. What can we do today, though? Can they help us today that niggas made it? All right, let's change some shit today. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I
Yeah.
was with that shit. But I wasn't sure if you heard that shit because Fat Joe been going viral for like a week now. for the shit he been talking about. So his interview with Matt Hoffa and shit, he was
Yeah.
talking shit. You feel me? So and of course with the Remy shit is he not
Man, that
piggybacking
shit.
off of it. He not piggybacking off the Remy shit because that is his best friend. But he kind of is piggybacking off of it a little, not really, but it is kind of all just
Oh
happening.
yeah, it's all at the same
So
time. That's the
it's kind of
thing.
all kind of happening. So I don't know. It's the industry is something else, bro. You never know
Yeah,
what's
that
real. You
industry,
never
yeah.
know what's fake. You never know what's because shit is
I
all
mean, we
over.
don't know no more after all the thing that's been going on in that industry. It's like it's just shocking. I mean,
Right,
even if you think it's not shocking no more, it's shocking because they be doing off the wall shit.
right. At all times. So you be aware. That's why I'm like, yo, we in a new year. I'm thankful and grateful. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep our head on the swivel. Let's stay active. Keep in mind what we need to do, accomplish our goals. This should be a very good year for everybody. Um,
Yes.
Everybody that want it is there. We just got to do it, and we can make it whatever happen, man. That's what I'm feeling right now. That's how I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it
So
shouldn't be a bad year. That's the
it'll
thing.
be a
Just because
great
it
year.
started bad, we
Hmm
still have what 363 more days.
I mean, hey, really, and this is the thing. As a whole, I want to say, of course, you know, anybody who was tragically affected by any of this stuff, our
Yeah.
condolences go out to y'all. Um, we respect everybody who are dealing with issues like that are pertaining to any of this stuff that's affected. I mean, that's occurring right now. Especially these crazy events where people are literally losing their life. So, I definitely want to be mindful of that. And like I said, I don't want to be insensitive about anything that we talked about today, but that's another reason why I want to say I want this year to be good for everybody, despite anything that's been occurring or what niggas are seeing right now. Everybody should have a really good year. Everybody should be prosperous, uh, change our lives for the better. You know what I'm saying? It's out there for niggas. We could just do it. So I'm just there mentally right now. And I wish the best for everybody. So, um, yeah, Happy New Year to everybody again. You feel me?
Happy New Year to everyone.
You know?
And like you said, it's how you go ahead and make this year work for you. You know, um, don't let the negative things discourage you.
Hmm
Unfortunately, there's been so many deaths in the
hmm
air,
Yeah.
and the thing is, it's like we just have to be more aware how the world is now compared to how it used to be,
Yeah.
and that's all it is. We just have to be more aware about our surroundings. We
hmm
have to be more careful how we interact with other people, especially if we don't know them. Even
hmm
people that we do know, again, at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on in their minds. We don't know what's going on in their lives. Would you ever
Right.
question, hey, one day you see a person, you wonder how their life is. Is it better than yours or is it worse than yours? The
hmm
thing is, you have to realize there's other people that are doing worse than you. So you should be appreciative of the life that you have and knowing that you're going into another new year to hopefully
Right.
make some better changes.
That's a fact. You feel me? That is a fact. Man.
And tonight was a good show because there was a lot of serious things going on in this world. And
Yeah, man.
hopefully, you know, we we make more people aware about what's going on and hopefully things do change at some point.
Right. It
Whether it's
will.
not
It will.
in my lifetime, but maybe not even my children's lifetime, maybe my grandchildren, Hopefully the world becomes better, but the way it's looked like it looks like it's getting bad.
Well, optimism goes a long way. And
It does.
you know, I just like to live in the realm of knowing and
Yeah,
I
everybody
try
has to just live their life as best as they could, and that's all you
exactly.
can ask for, right?
Exactly. So and we gonna be alright, you feel me? Straight.
Yeah.
You know.
And with that being said, everybody have a good night. I hope you guys
Facts.
enjoyed tonight's show and stay tuned for the next one.
That's
Have a
all.
good night, Dr. Scorpio.